Woodsie Summercraft here. Today I've got this piece of aromatic cedar that I picked up at the side of the road just a few weeks ago with my father-in-law when he was here from the UK. It is not that dry, it has a high moisture content, but what I'm going to do is finish turn it with no finish applied. I'm going to put no finish on this, just sand it as high as I can. I'm not going to use Yorkshire grit. I'm not going to put any finish on it at all. I'm going to just use sandpaper. I want to expose any scent from the aromatic cedar. This is going to be a live edge vase. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the pith as the center of the bowl. That doesn't really mean it's going to be perfect by any means, but we shall find out. So I'm going to drill a 3/8 hole at the pith and put it on my wormwood screw and turn the back side of the bowl. This is the inside of the bowl. This will be the back of the bowl. So I'm going to have a tenon on the back of the bowl right here. I've now got it turned around in the chuck, so I'm holding my tenon with my 3-inch jaws. So my tenon is about 3 1/4 inches, 3 3/8, somewhere in there. Just enough to grab a hold of the tenon to have the bowl turned around and start hollowing it out. Now it's going to be a live edge. Whether or not I'm going to be able to retain the bark or not, I'm not sure. Like I said, this wood is fairly moist. I kept it last night in a bag. It has not cracked, but it might. I'm really not 100% sure. We'll see, I guess. But I'm going to start hollowing it out. Now you're going to find we're going to lose a lot of material from some edges, and it's not going to be a crisp edge at all. It's going to be quite a misshapen bowl, but I think it's going to be quite effective. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this turns out. And also I haven't decided whether or not I might add some mineral oil just to, or maybe some mineral oil just to bring out the luster in the wood a little bit, because cedar is relatively dry wood and quite dull, I find, actually, when it's not got a finish on it. So we'll see about that.
broken wing. It didn't last a spring. He shoved me out before the nest was cold. couldn't fly, but God, I tried. I hit the ground and I was on my own, alone in a big blue land with only my legs to stand and no one to lend a hand or to pick me up. I see the sky where you would fly, and I would wait for you so patiently. But I was weak, and soon I had an empty beak. I guess I wasn't worth the time, and I never had the chance to float in a weightless dance, to swim in the great expanse
And there is the finished piece. It is a live edge end grain cedar bowl. The only finish that I've applied is some mineral oil, and that was really to bring the colors out, because cedar is generally very dry wood, and the colors don't pop unless you apply something, but you can still smell the lovely smell of cedar. So I'll leave some photographs at the end for you guys to check out. I really appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. That would be awesome. And one last thing, don't forget that February, this month, head on over to makersmakeitmatter.com, where Stephen Twidell from Temple Boy Turnings is going to be auctioning off some fantastic makers projects from the movie Toy Story. One of them is mine, but there's some good ones too, I promise you. Take care.